So here we are today, back with the Massey, and I've shown you before. This is your forward reverse shuttley bob. I took it apart because I had to change the shaft. The shaft is a lot better than mine. Let's see it on that. This side. There's a bit more wear on mine than there is on this one. That needle was invalid, but basically I took this out of the gearbox just to check it, or to change the shaft I should say, and lo and behold, needle burn. You could not tell by rotating the shaft that was bad. Now we've been kind of lucky because all the rollers are actually intact and they're still in their spots, but the cage had fallen apart, and probably not that long ago. So this is a problem about to raise its ugly head. You see the way some of the ball bearings, or some of the needles, instead of having that, we'll put a square one beside it. Here's one that's square and one that's got rounded edges, so she'd been rotating for a while like that. So that's the bearing that rotates in here, and then there's another one that rotates in here, this part, and that's this bearing. He sits in a cage there. There's another roller to fall out. And just because I wanted to check him, he looks okay, but he's not okay. You can see every now and again there's a flat spot. See where the light shines? That's a flat spot. There's a matching flat spot on the opposite side. So instead of rolling and this thing turning inside, it was probably stopped, and the bearing was rotating, just rubbing off those round edges. See the flattened corners? So that'll have to get replaced. This one will have to get replaced. I have all my seals. The guy ordered it. I have my new clutch disc, new oil filter, 3 drums of back end oil, Gearbox, Agri, blah blah blah, I don't know. I must have cleaned up all these other parts. I was working on the handbrake, so there's your old disc. There was a disc missing out of the handbrake, and I just got a new one. So there's your 2 discs. They're going to go back into the tractor. And I've all these parts all cleaned up, washed, ready to go. Thought I'd have it back together this weekend, but it's not going to work out like that now. Now that I found those other bearings, and I'll be getting down there and I'll be taking off that oil screen. I'm sure it's chock-a-block. But when I was washing it out, I couldn't find any of that old disc. So I'm assuming it used to be there, because you can see the mark on the shaft where it used to sit. That's where the disc used to sit. And that's where the second disc sits when it's blind. So it was there at one time. There's evidence that someone's been in here for some other reason, maybe, possibly, I don't know. That bolt in there is a little bit chewed as well. He's okay, but I don't know. That's really all there is on that for now, but I couldn't find any bits of discs, so I'm assuming it was left out. That's your hydraulic pump up there then, and you're opening, there's your pump. I just want to make sure there's no metal in this tractor left in the gear oil, around the gearbox. because it's going to do damage. So that's it for now. My door off, and that's all getting. I actually have a guy coming out the bottom section off the door. So there's a guy laser cutting me these panels. So either I'll put them up for sale. I'm going to get 12 done for the moment, so that's 6 doors or 6 sets of doors. And anyone wants them, just let me know. I'm going to make up a few of them anyway and see how they work out. 1.2mm cold rolled steel, and I'll be fixing all these. But I could maybe start repairing other doors. That's the other option for me to do. A little bit of a sideline in the evening time or something. Just be fixing doors, you know. You send me your door and I'll send you back a good door. No rust. Painted maybe even. So that's it. Fan's in for a little bit of work. Yeah, so you can see from the old clutch how bad it was. And you compare that with the new clutch. There's not much really like looking at old and new. There's quite a difference. You know, I could have got the new paddle spot on this, but probably not going to make a lot of difference. But I think that's kind of bent, a little bit twisted. So you'd never straighten out all those folds of steel and all that crap. You'd just get a new one. So I'll do a reveal at the end of what the tractor cost and all the parts that I had to buy, but it's slowly mounting up. There's nothing cheap about tractors. And that's a genuine Vallejo part as well. So apparently I've sold it. They only make them in 6 now, but that's a 7 paddle, yeah. But there you go. Right, so for the Massey, that's over and out for the moment, and we'll get back to you when I have some new parts. Hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday. This is Saturday, so hopefully everything comes back together and get us out of there, be going. Go for a little drive. Alright, like and subscribe, and you know yourself, I'll just keep putting up lots of Massey videos when I'm doing this one. Keep you all up to date with what everything costs and everything else. So anyone else wants to go and buy a Massey and restore it, at least you'll have a better idea than I did of how much it's going to cost. Okay, be good, have a good weekend.